I can show you today how you can get your Figma files converted to your full stack software as a service or anything you want application for free. So stay tuned. I will show you what you can get done with it and how you can do it. Okay, let's get started. So yeah, I've created something already. You might have heard of MCP, the new protocol, the Model Context Protocol. I won't go into detail about it, but it's a really awesome new thing that we can use to let our AIs interact with tools. And the really cool thing is, if you do it correctly, you can set it up on your local machine and it will work currently for free. I'm not sure if it will stay this way forever, but if you use Cloud Desktop and set up the right tools, it will work like a charm and create you full stack applications. And what is even more awesome, you can convert whole Figma designs to websites, and all of this is done with Cloud Desktop application. So yeah, first I will show you what you can get done with it. So I'm really mind blown. I really wanted to share this with you because this is for me, this is the new meta, to create prototypes, to rapidly develop something and show it to the world. This is really cheap and really fast. So basically it's free, as I said, but yeah, maybe you can get something better done with Pro version, but I will get into the details later. So let's start and take a look at the website. So this is something I created within 2 hours with the Claude AI, and you can see it looks awesome. This is the landing page. I've created this from a Figma file. I can show you the Figma file right now. So let's take a look here. So you can see I just looked up free templates on Figma for landing page designs, and you can see this one is looking really close to what I have, and it's basically replicated it as a responsive website. So yeah, it's done that with MCP as a protocol. And this one you will see later, you will recognize it, so you can not just have one design, you can have multiple different designs. And I will show you later how it will create a pricing page based on a Figma design for a pricing table that we have right here. I'll show you that later. But yeah, let's take a look at the website. As you can see, yeah, maybe it's a little bit rough around the edges, not perfectly aligned everywhere, but this is just a matter of more prompts to the code base, to the desktop application to make this right. If we take a look, what is even more interesting, we also have the capabilities to interact with these MCPs directly with Supabase, for example, as a database, as a persistence layer for our application. And also Supabase can handle authentication for you, hard word. And I've already implemented this right here. So I will now, and with a password, let's just take some lazy password. And I've already been logged in. And yeah, you could say this is probably some kind of, just a prototype. It actually saved the account into Supabase. Let's take a look at Supabase right now. All right, so now we can take a look right at the Supabase admin page, and we can take a look at the authenticated users, and you can see 2 users have been authenticated, and the contact dennisrauscher.de email is also inside of here. So it worked. And if we go back to the website, we can now, I've logged out. Let me log it back in. And we are back, voila. So it's really cool. It works basically perfectly. We can also, now we can see the dashboard. This is really cool. This is the other design that you've seen on the Figma page. This is the other landing page. I've also just prompted it to use it, and it created this on the first try. It was like this on the first try. So this is really cool. This was, for me, it was not possible with Lovable or with V0, just from screenshots. This is really something completely new, and it's free, so it's really cool. let's take a look at the rest of the page. We can see some cool, some well-designed widgets on here. We can see some demo data. This is not real data at all, but yeah, just something you can see on the dashboard maybe. And then what I went into and created already was the settings. And here you can see we have a bunch of different settings. So we have the account ID stuff, so really boring stuff to implement, to be honest. It's now implemented already for us because I prompted it to do it. This took me some iterations, but it got it right eventually. So yeah, you can see we have account information. We can delete the account. All of this is working. We can set a username. Let's set a username test, and let's go back and let's see. We can see welcome test. Perfect. Let's go back to the settings. Let's take a look at the coolest page of them, which is the billing settings. Here I've already set up Stripe integration, also just with prompts. It's really insane. I just prompted it to create a Stripe integration, and of course I needed to go into Stripe, create a new sandbox and link it up. But I also could prompt the model to tell me what to do exactly step by step. So even this is not hard for you if you just follow the steps. And then yeah, I've created pay-per-use thing where you can add funds. Let's add some funds just to prove to you that I added Stripe. So this is a little bit weird right here. I'm not sure what the model has done there. I think it tried to do something with SVG and messed up a little bit. So it's not perfect 100% of the time, but it gets you there 90% of the way. So let's take a look at adding some funds to my account. And this is a sandbox instance, so you can just put in the sandbox data. Let's pay. Yeah, and you see it went through. So we already received the webhook from Stripe, so everything is correctly processed. And we received this funds. Of course, it's just a sandbox, but you could theoretically just go live with it right now and collect funds with it, and it would be secure payment. So this is set up by the AI Force. All right, now that we have seen some cool stuff that I've already created, let's go to the next step and let's create something with the AI live so you can see how it works. Okay, so my plan is to get this pricing table onto our pricing section on the landing page. So currently we don't have that at all. So I just copied the link, selected it, copied the link, and then we can go here. Let's go log out. Let's go to the landing page and we click on pricing. You can see it doesn't go anywhere below this and the pricing is not there yet. So let's create this with the Claude desktop. This is the folder that I created the project in, and then I will just say add pricing section to the landing page and use this design for it, please. So let's see, please. All right, then let's do it. While we wait for the results, check out the description. I've linked a Gumroad link there. You can find a full tutorial on how to set this up step by step explained, and with some extended materials with a best practice guide on top, which you can find the best MCP practices currently known to me, all condensed down to the most important information. And also you get a list of the MCPs that are currently not well known, with links that are really a game changer. So yeah, check it out in the description and let's wait for the final results. Okay, it looks like we got an error, so this can happen. Now I will just copy the error and put it inside of the Claude chat and let's see what he does with it. Okay, so it seems like that worked, kind of. So we had some problems, some trouble opening it with the MCP for Figma, probably some permission issue with accessing the design, but he thought of workaround and he executed it quite well. He went on opening the browser and just screenshotting it and taking it as a reference. So this is not quite what we wanted, but at least it's a passable pricing display. I think it's already looking good, but let's try to fix it. I've copied over the Figma design to my own page, and I will try to reference it now again. Probably it will now work, and find the Figma design and take it as a reference. Let's see what we get as a result. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, we got our results back from the refactoring and improvement from our design. So something you need to keep in mind while using this technique is that you have a certain character limit from importing it from Figma. So maybe you need to limit the amount of elements you want to transfer at once. So I've basically created a little bit smaller, leaner design. It looks like this, and provided this as input, and this is working. You could strip it down to maybe just one element at a time, and then it will work much better. In this case, yeah, I think it looks very close to what we gave it, and yeah, you can always refine it. And it's, as I said, it's really crazy. It's free. So you can just download the Cloud Desktop app and log in, and with your free account you can set up the MCPs and get started working with it. So I'm not sure if the limitations will be changed in the future, but for now it's working like this. And if you have a pro version, you can even extend the context window so you can work with more information. Alright, and this concludes the video. This is really insane. If you think about it, it's a free alternative to something like Bolt or Lovable, which have a really high price compared to this. This is currently free, so I'm not 200% sure if this is free for 100% free or just for the pro users if you pay 20 bucks a month. But this is well worth it. You can also use the extended context if you are using the pro version, and this makes you able to create even bigger adjustments in one prompt, which is crazy because this is the biggest context window currently available. And also the limitations with this, to be honest, I don't know if there are any major limitations. You have, for example, you can add a MCP to have internet access. This makes this a super updated model automatically because you can research on the internet. You could add an MCP for everything you want to do with AI, and it will interface with anything and can use so many additional things to create something that exactly suits your needs. So this concludes the video. I think you should try it out, definitely. This is really a game changer. I was mind blown. I hope you are also mind blown, and write down in the description if you have some tips for working with the MCPs and with Cloud Desktop. And if you want a tutorial, as I mentioned already, check out the description. You can find a link to the Gumroad and the full tutorial and in-depth information about this. Check it out, and see you in the next video.